Hello, welcome to lesson 10.3 where we're going to have some operations with radical expressions. In this lesson we're going to learn about adding and subtracting radical expressions. We're also going to learn about how to multiply radical expressions. So, in order to add or subtract radical expressions, it's very similar to how you used to do it with monomial terms. In monomial terms you had to add like terms. So if we wanted to add together a 2x minus 3y minus 4x plus a 7y. Well, we would group together the 2x and the negative 4x, and we would get a negative 2x, because you just add your coefficients. And then we do the same thing with your negative 3y and your positive 7y. Add those together and get a positive 4y. So the same thing can be said about when you are adding radicals. They have to have the same number underneath the radical to add together. And what you're going to do is you're only going to add the coefficients out front. So if you have a 2 radical 5 and a negative 4 radical 5, you're going to get a negative 2 radical 5. If you're going to have a negative 3 radical 6, the only thing that can be added to is another radical 6. So you'd add that to a 7 radical 6. Negative 3 plus 7 is a 4 radical 6. So notice how the numbers underneath your radicals don't do anything. They don't change. They just show you what we can add together. So let's try example 1 here. In A, we have to simplify this, and it says we have a 6 radical 5 plus a 2 radical 5 minus a 5 radical 5. All these can be added together because they all have a radical 5. So I'm going to group together my 6 plus a 2 minus a 5. Those are all our coefficients, and those are just going to be in front of our radical 5. So if you have a 6 plus your 2, that gives you 8. 8 minus 5 gives you 3. Just put that in front of your 5. There is your solution, a 3 radical 5. Sorry, the 3 looks a little sloppy. Let's do the same thing for B. Now we can only combine a radical 2 with another radical 2. So we're only going to add together a 7 radical 2 and the negative 6 radical 2. So we can add those. So I'm going to group them together. You don't have to rewrite this if you're comfortable adding single digit numbers, but I'm going to anyway. And then we can group together our 8 radical 11 and our negative 4 radical 11. So we can combine those. And remember, you're only going to be adding your coefficients for each of these. So your final solution, when you add your you subtract 7 minus 6, that gives you a 1. You can either write your 1 out front if you want. You don't have to, but some people it helps out. And then we have our 8 minus our 4, which gives us a 4 radical 11. Now you cannot combine a radical 2 and radical 11, so you may have multiple radicals in your answer, which is okay. And there you have it.